Thank you for watching the Cairo-san Show. I cordially invite you back to the 90s. This video, we're going to talk about the music from the 90s, TV from the 90s, video games from the 90s, technology from the 90s, and then we're going to compare the 90s to the double Z's, or what I like to call the 2000s. Get your Pamela Anderson calendar and some lotion, and let's play the 90s, baby. Now, where do I begin with this? If you grew up in the 90s, you noticed that TV was a little different. Yes, we had SpongeBob back in the late 2000s. Yes, we had some Nickelodeon cartoons to feast on, but TV just had something that I can't put my finger over it right now. Wonder what it was. Oh yeah! We didn't have reality shows back then. And TV didn't suck! One of my favorite TV shows of the 90s? The Simpsons. Donut. Simpson. Homer Simpson. And then there was Family Matters with Steve Urkel. You know, Steve Urkel wasn't supposed to be a main character to the show, but a guest star of the show. I guess then after the pilot, they decided to just host him as the main character, because, let's face it, he was the funniest one out of all the characters there. And then Married with Children used to come on, I think, right after The Simpsons, and that show was something else. Now back then, feminism was on the rise, so characters like Al Bundy was portrayed as the stupid husband who only wanted to drink, watch football, and sit on the couch or fish with his buddies. I don't know what the fuck, I can't remember what happened in the show really, because I really didn't watch it. And then there were the dinosaurs, the family dinosaurs that had the baby. I'm the baby, I'm the baby. That baby would always hit his father in the head. Now, back then, you could consider that little baby like a crossover between Stewie Griffin and a dinosaur. A pink dinosaur that would hit his father in the head with a bow or a spoon. I can't remember. It's been such a long time since I watched any of these damn sitcom shows. But that show was high quality. That show was something you want to watch. That show is something you would sit down and actually watch for 30 minutes. Shows today suck. Now I know for a fact that if dinosaurs were to be recreated today, it would have been CGI. Nothing more than computer generated animation. And it would have probably sucked. I think the moral of the story here is that TV didn't suck as bad as it does now. And did I mention it would suck? And now let's talk about the music of the 90s. The music of the 90s was, in essence, just an extension of the 1989 music scene. Except around 98, 99, we started hitting rock bottom to the 2000 music style. But you can't really blame the music industry nowadays. They just lack originality. It's just fact. And depending on what side you're on, you could probably say, arguably, that hip-hop was a lot better. And even if it had its gangsta era going on back in the early 90s to like maybe the 2000s, you can pretty much say that there was actually substance. Oh, substance. Uh-huh. You see what I mean now. And then who can forget the era of grunge music? You know, that Seattle-based style of rock and roll. It went from going very slowly, and then it would go really radical on you, really radical on you, and then it would go slow again, and then it would go really radical on you, really radical on you. Remember Wayne's World, dude? The technology of the 90s, man. That stuff was like Texas Instrument calculator bulky, ugly looking, disgusting. What the fuck were they thinking? I mean, for God's sake, the V-chip was like a revolutionary invention back then, and that was just to block certain television shows from television. Damn, I mean, what were we thinking? And let's not forget web TV, which inception is in 1996. That shit was so choppy, I don't even know if you could call that TV compared to today's standards. I mean, hell, you watch a YouTube video today, and it's either in high quality or HD, and it's just as clear as your motherfucking TV. But web TV back then was in 1991, the World Wide Web was born. Joe, who am I kidding? Technology really wasn't all that in the 90s. However, you could say that the cultural prospect of the 90s was all that. You truly grew up in the 90s when you remember Chicago Bulls was the best damn NBA team ever. When we actually recorded shit on the VCR, and when going to the movies was only $3.50 a pack. Eating fruit roll-ups and gushers with a ponytail on the back of your head looking like a trailer trash Wimbo. When Toys R Us was an actual choice for toys. When you thought Brain would finally take over the world. When you knew the Macarena from Heart, my lady. When you knew the Macarena from Heart, lady. When Super Nintendo was actually a popular thing. When the caller ID was a new thing, and when gas was 95 cents a gallon. You know you're a 90s kid when, comment down below. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope you enjoyed the Cairo Sun Show nostalgic episode and extension of Remembering the 90s. This is Cairo Sun, and thanks for watching. God bless. Oh, wait. I have to do the 2000s.